Okay guys, I shot a vlog earlier, so you guys are probably seeing me in some similar clothes, but since I'm leaving on a trip tomorrow, I thought I would shoot a couple things, and then I'm going to have Jenny, I mentioned this to you before, shoot some other stuff. But I did come home and have a lot of, it's so fun to come home and have a lot of boxes sitting for me. And my assistant, I have this fabulous new assistant who you'll meet inevitably, she kind of sorts through my mail, has everything ready for me. So I came home to have my, I guess I should stop my heart rate monitor. Let's see what we did. Hold on. Hold on. Tell me what I burned. 1 second, sorry. 612 calories. Of course, it's probably more like 575 because I've had this on here for like 10 minutes while I was vlogging, so probably 575. Oh, I need to take a picture. So, some people on Facebook are like, why do you stop your workouts? Take a picture. I'm like, want to see how fast it takes me to take my picture? There we go. My hand's shaking. See? And then all I do is I send it to Posterous, which sends it out to all of my social platforms. And then I write, you know, hey, whatever I feel like writing about my workout. Excellent. And then I send it. How long did that take? Nothing. It's on Twitter, it's on Facebook, it's on my friend feed, it's on my Posterous. There you go. Anyway, so I came home and I got my all of my VISALUS stuff, which I'm going to give you guys like a really brief overview of this stuff. Like I told you guys before, this is really simple, but for me, you guys have heard me talking about a couple things. I have to take my heart rate monitor thing off. I don't like when I'm not working out. It just feels like, oh! Anyway, I wash that. Do you guys wash your heart rate monitor every day? I do. I knew a guy. Phil and I used to, well, obviously a lot of other people did, but we worked at this club called Headliners in Columbus, and that's when this song was really popular. And he and I both knew all the words, so sometimes he'd like turn the music off and he just totally, he was a DJ, okay, so he looked cool when he did it. But I know, what's beeping in here? With my luck, like a fire alarm's going off and I don't even notice because I'm sitting here vlogging. One day, you guys, you're gonna, that's not nice to say, Kelly. Anyway, so, just to let you guys know what, this is part of like, you know, the 90-day challenge, which is really just getting serious about my nutrition and my supplementation. You know, I'm trying, the mainstay of my diet is just good natural foods, you know, getting away from, you know, I don't want to go into having like, I'm not focusing on like killer protein, and I'm certainly never going to go back to having freaking oatmeal and protein every morning. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that that's bad at all. I'd like to kind of like protein or oatmeal again. I just, for me, I had oatmeal with protein powder every morning for like a year and a half. I'm so over it. You know, I like to do other things. But some of the things that come with this is very simply, like I told you guys, is the protein powder, which is really, like I said, this isn't like, I keep getting reminders on my BlackBerry. This isn't like earth-shattering, oh wow, this is the only protein in the world that makes you turn into Hugh Jackman or anything. This is, and here's what I like too, this is, it contains soy protein, right? It's the non-genetically modified. I believe that's what that stands for, non-GMO. Why is this important, okay? If you guys are paying attention to soy, a lot of people will avoid soy, and Girl With No Name, Jackie, has talked about this before. So the way that soy generally is produced in this country, it's modified, right? And the way that they produce it over here, it mimics estrogen in the body, which is not good for women, especially if you're using soy protein, right? Or if you're getting a lot of soy sauce, all of those products that they've been genetically modified, I'm making this really simple, it genetically modifies your body. So when you have this, I've noticed that Silk, the soy milk, they also do the same thing. They're one of the only manufacturers of soy milk that is non-genetically modified. And what that means is that it's not going to mimic estrogen in your body. Mimicking estrogen can just, let's just say, hormonal imbalance, okay? Those of us that have already been dealing with it, you don't want to go there. That's when men start getting boobs. That's when women start getting weight gain, all kinds of stuff. So this protein powder is pretty simple. Each serving, 90 calories, 1 gram of fat, no saturated fat, no trans fat, 75 milligrams of sodium, 125 milligrams of potassium, 7 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fiber, 12 grams of protein. I will share with you guys the ingredients later, but I love how it's really simple. I'm not into, like I said, making protein oats. So for me, I'm using this to do my meal replacements. What Jenny recommended for me is I'm doing this 2 meals a day. So I'm gonna do breakfast, or I might do this like post-workout, and then I'll have a lunch, healthy lunch, and then this will be a mid-morning snack, or I can't even talk, mid-afternoon snack, and then a healthy dinner. So it's not like, you know, you're doing slim fast where you're doing, you know, 2 small shakes that are 90 calories. I mean, this is just more of an overall kind of healthy way of eating. And if you were getting more into maintenance, you might do like 1 of these a day, post-workout, pre-workout, whatever. It's easily, like Sherry was asking me last night, when I travel, I used my little, I bought like, it was actually for coffee, I bought one of those shaker cups. I put in a scoop of this, or a serving. It actually came from my sample servings, which, you know, we'll be sharing some of these with you guys. I put that in there with a cup of soy milk, shook it up. It was so awesome. It's not a huge shake, like the shake that you can make at home, right? But if you use this, like that video that Jenny and I did, she puts this in with a bunch of frozen fruit and some water, and then that makes like a more filling big shake. So you can really like customize the shape. It's just kind of a plain cream shake, sweet cream flavor. So if you make it by itself, it tastes good and it's yummy, but it's not like, you know, a lot of the protein companies that are out there are making all kinds of crazy flavors, which I never necessarily thought any of them, except the lean dessert. I thought that tasted good, but that was for oats. I didn't make a shake out of that. So there's that, which I like. It's low calories. So if you do that with water and some fruit, that's like 150 calories. If you do it with soy milk, you're talking 200 calories. 12 grams of protein, 5 grams of fiber, whatever. Again, guys, I'm not saying that this is the only stuff on the market. It's just that if this is part of what you're doing every day, you like the taste, it ends up being about like less than $2 a meal, and you can make money by sharing it with your friends that are doing the same. It's kind of a no-brainer. I also, what have I been telling you guys? I wanted to get back to taking my vitamins, and I was like, you know, what do I need to take? What's best for me at this phase in my life? I love that your vitamins are divided up for you into morning and night. Do other companies do this? Absolutely. I like what this is. There's anti-aging, and then there's also, I'm not going into the details of what's in this, that's later. I'm just showing you kind of what's part of this 90-day challenge that I'm doing and what some of these products are. Daytime, nighttime, done. I don't have to keep 5,000 bottles in my dishes cabinet, and it's all there. Easy to pack when I take on the road. And then these things, you just saw me, this is what you put, these little packets. Looks like it's empty. Oh, it's because it is empty. You take one little packet and you put it in your water. Jenny and I had that, you know, for energy before we went on our workouts. I love how it tastes. Now these are the 3 things that I haven't tried yet. I don't think I tried these with Jenny. No caffeine, flavor-free supplement, dietary supplement drink mix. I think this is like, oh, Citramax. This has Citramax and Chromamate. So this is like fat burner, I'm thinking. Blah, blah, blah. Trim your appetite with Vitrim drink mix for clear control of your hunger with our unique patent-pending herb-based drinks mix that mixes clear and virtually flavor-free. Added to water, tea, juice, blah, blah, blah. Hunger control, omegas, and then I think this is also like a fat burner. This has, I think it's, I'm looking at this, sorry, herbal blend, green tea, cocoa extract, herbamate. I mean, all the things that we all know. The thing that I like is like, it's all one company, it's all simple, and pretty much everybody I know, 10 friends of mine signed up with me, they're on my team, and they're all loving the products. They're getting it cheaper than they were before, and they're sharing it with their friends and family, and making a couple bucks along the way. I think it's kind of cool. But like I said, for me, it's simple. I don't need to buy 90 different products, be ordering it from one supplement site, one thing from like Beachbody, one thing from here. I have it all in one place. All of my friends are using the same products. It travels well. Boom. That's why I like it. You're gonna hear a lot more from me, from Jenny, from all the new people on our team, from Sherry, from Amy, from everybody. Stay tuned. Tips.